talk, and I must put our disclaimers out as always. Remember, it is Monday, the beginning of the work week, but this week will be a short week, right? Because we are also coming upon a holiday season, and I ask that each of you remember the true reason for the season. Our last two segments, we have talked about love and hugs and family time and reaching out to others. We've also talked about our health and nutrition and everything that we have shared with my two co-hosts, Minister Charlene Browning and Minister Rosa J. Hodge. They are absent in body, but they are present in spirit, and I know that they will either chime in via Facebook or on the call, the hotline. But disclaimer, everything that we share with you is public information. We do not claim to be physicians with the MD, but we are physicians with helping your life get past or get out of some of the ruts that it is in, because we share a health message in here that is a wonderful health message, but it is all natural. It is all right within your grasp and all right within your hand's reach and all probably right within your body already. So everything we share is public. You can Google it or you can reach out to any of us if you desire additional information. Shout out to our sponsors. Curves in Fort Washington is our number one sponsor right now, and I must say that is my brick and mortar. The ladies there are awesome. They are changing their lives from the inside out, and they have caught the vision that fitness and nutrition go hand in hand. So we will definitely have some testimonies going into the new year with some, not just weight loss, but just feeling better in our skin. So we'll have those non-scale victories going on there. All right. You want to chime in, sir?
Tiffany, I just really enjoy your programs. I got
Oh, well, thank you.
response from someone last week, and they were asking me, or they were requesting to get, or they were saying to me how something you were talking about one day, and it gravitated to whatever it was that you were speaking of or speaking on that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt real good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know what it takes to come in here once a week and pour your soul out to folks.
Oh, wow. I'm going to talk to that today, too.
I know the energy it takes to get in.
Yes.
I know, it seems easy. Well, we have to make it seem easy, but you literally can do an hour show and leave here and just be exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just had an hour massage or something, just be limp.
Well, you know what? I haven't got there yet because I'm passionate about a lot of the topics that we share. So when I'm passionate, then I know that even if people don't call in, because we're doing this on Facebook and uploading on YouTube, I know that people can go back and listen. And they may not ever share with us, like you just said, the takeaways, but we know that right now it is not just our desire, but part of our assignment to share. So with that being said, I don't always leave exhausted, but we do have, like today, struggles getting in here, and that's what I wanted to speak. All right, so that's what I wanted to speak to as far as obtaining sponsors. Even if you feel that if something we've shared has inspired you or touched you in a way that you would share our message or care to even give back, there's so many ways that you can help us, but the number one way is liking and sharing to let us know that all of our energy is not going out in vain, that we are touching you, that we are inspiring you, and that we are helping you to change your lifestyle. Because we're coming up on our 6 months and it's almost the end of our contract, and we need to hear or feel some love to know that we should continue on into another contract. But our desire has been that we can update it from audio only to video, but that takes a little more. That's going to take a little more. But with that video, we also desire to go virtual. So that means we may not always have to come into the studio at 1 p.m., but that we can share, that my partners can tap in from wherever they may be. Because we all had ordeals in getting in here today with appointments that ran over, with traffic, or whatever the case may be.
And they also can call in and be a part of the show by phone.
Yes.
With a young lady from in Atlanta last week, and she was my guest co-host.
Yes,
for an hour and a half, and she did over my phone, and then people could call in on the other line. But I wanted to share with you, in reference to what you were saying about the 6 months, etc. A lot of us, especially African Americans, we haven't been conditioned to the momentum surge of things. So in other words, that everything has a critical point, a turning point, so to speak.
You know what? And while you're talking, then let me put you on. All righty. Let's get you there.
Everything has a turning point. And there was a book, and I can't remember, my old boss and I used to talk about it. And the book may be actually called The Turning Point, but it's in reference to you do something and you continue to do it until you reach that point where it turns. The tipping point is called.
Okay.
The tipping point.
Okay.
And I think it was written by a guy named Malcolm Gladwell.
Okay.
And if you've never read his material, I share this with you. And I usually promote all the authors that's on these shows. But Malcolm Gladwell had a book, Tipping Point and Outlier, and his stuff is phenomenal.
Okay.
So, in a tipping point, it talks about essentially, Tiffany, what you're doing is you're putting seeds in the soil. And when you put seeds in the soil, they're small seeds, big yard or whatever, and you have to keep doing it in all corners, in the middle, etc. Right?
Yes.
And as you're doing it, you look at it and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like anything is happening.
It's not doing anything, right? But those 6 or 7 people that's tuning in over here, and those 8 or 9 people who are tuning in here, and the 4 or 5, what happens is over a year's time, that's an accumulated body of viewers. Then all of a sudden they start to arrive at the same time.
Yes.
Right? Now you get that upsurge. Then they tell 2 or 3 other people. Now
They start
you get that
sharing.
next wave.
Yes.
You feeling me? But what we don't know is that people actually are waiting to see if we're going to last.
If you're going to hang in there.
Before they start making you a part of their daily diet.
That is so true.
Or weekly diet.
That is
or
so
yearly
true.
Diet. They don't want to have a good experience with you and then you're gone.
You're gone, yeah.
So they'll dip in, come back later, dip in. So I've been doing my show for 4.5 years. And there are folks who are now coming around and saying, man, I'm in 100%.
All right.
Because they looked at it a year ago, came out, came back in, came back. And they said, man, you still here. And you still, and not only that, but of course nothing stays the same. You've moved.
Yeah, but you've been constant.
Exactly. So now I got to catch up with where you are now. And now all of a sudden, now they're coming in and they're not leaving again.
All right.
You see?
Because they know you're committed.
Exactly. And in that 4.5 years, guess how many folks like me dropped out of this space in that 4.5 years?
Wow.
So if you drop out the space, then first of all, it's really hard to come back in. And number 2, you don't want to be one of the ones that drop out of the space, because if you go on Facebook alone and look at how many people launch a show in a year, and within 12 months, look around, they're not there anymore.
Well, Roland, that brings me to my next point, because look, if you desire to help us step up to the next level for the video, then we're going to need some help, some sponsors. You can, first of all, you can call in and chat with me. The studio hotline number is 240-455-5934. But if you also desire to sow seed to help support our mission in this medical missionary journey that we're taking, then you can also help us out at paypal.me/live today. All right, so those are ways that you can help us, but show us some love out there to let us know that our words are not falling on deaf ears, that you are listening, and even if it has helped you, or even if it's something that you're already doing, to just give us a thumbs up to say keep it going, because everyone is not there. All right, so
Okay.
yeah, so thank you, Mr. Grimes, for sharing that. And so recap, last week we talked about decluttering. Decluttering is also important for us to have mental clarity, but it also helps us to feel so much better, to be able to have space and to be able to have fresh air. We also hit on resolutions. New Year's resolutions are excuses. Do not hold off for today. Do not hold off for tomorrow what you could have accomplished today. And then Roland, when you were talking, you shared something else very important, because I know you're a teacher, and we all believe that each one teach one. So if we keep it moving and keep pressing forward, then there is no way that our momentum can drop. Thank you so much, Glenn, for all the hearts. We feel you. And I'm waiting to tap into you, to have a conversation with you, so you can tell me how I can help the community that you are growing, because we are definitely a part of that community with our medical and health journey. Definitely. So thank you so much. Then we want to share today with some workshops that we have done. So this is going to be like our year's review, and then I'll end it with some things that we have coming for next year, and also our oil. We can't forget our essential oil, because they are also essential to our lives. So I want to start off with this message here. And for those of you that cannot see, and I can't read it backwards, so I'll have to turn it to me to read it. But this is sort of what plummeted us to share this message. This was our I guess our breaker. All right. It says, give yourself the best nutrition you can, and let the healing be done by the greatest physician of all, your own body. And that's what we share, that your body already, we are so wonderfully made. Our bodies already have everything that we need within itself to contain itself and to maintain our own maintenance. It's just like our free will when we talk about some other things on a higher platform, to say it's what we choose to do and choose not to do that causes our bodies to start breaking down. Even as Roland shared with the momentum, if you know that your doctor told you you need to start working out or changing your diet, he told you that 2 months ago, and you say, I'm going to wait for next year. It's almost the new year, so that's going to be my New Year's resolution. When you wait, that's already 2 months that you've waited. Then you may start at the new year, but you're just learning. So you're moving real slow. You're at the crawl stage because you're prepping yourself where you should have been prepping yourself during those 2 months. Then you go into your walk phase. Then as you get into your run phase, as Roland even shared about the program, that's you're 6 months in. Now it's time for you to go back to the doctor. Your doctor gives you your report. And the doctor's report may say, you still need to do this, or you still need to do that, or you haven't changed a thing. And you, in your mind, you're saying, I just did all of this shopping. I've just moved all this stuff out of my pantry. I even got this new gym membership. But did you give your mind and your body enough time to catch on? because it takes at least 21 days for your mind to recognize that you're doing something new. And then we say the 120 to 180 days to make it a habit. All right? Because once your mind catches up, then your body catches up, then guess what? Your digestive system has to catch up. Because even when I shared, I did the vegan challenge for 42 days. I have not gone back. I dare not to go back because I know what my digestive system is going to do to me